Today, we're looking at a trade setup on the California power company PG&E Corp, and we'll revisit the Euro-Swedish krona trading range. We're about to do it. Hi, this is Tim from TradingStrategyGuides.com. Stay around till the end of the video and I'll share more about how my Comcast Alerts app will give you a place to chat with me and see more of my trade setups. Today, we're looking at a bull flag on the power company PG&E Corp, and we're going to look once again at the trading range on the Euro-Swedish krona. We're going to look at those, but first, once again, we're going to look at a few charts. And later on, this week's trading maxim. Happy Monday and happy daylight savings time for everyone in the U.S. and anywhere else that had to spring ahead this weekend. Just grab an extra coffee and you should survive it. Let's catch up on the active trades. Well, I bought Bitcoin right here on this close above this ascending triangle. I'm in at about 52,415, I believe. It hit the first target pretty quickly, and as of Sunday morning, it's pushed up over 61K. That pattern happened fast early in the week, so I was unable to share that with you guys. This is part of the reason why I'm excited about the Comcast Alerts app. I'll be able to share these events with you guys when they happen. Anyway, I did tell you about looking for a close above the high above 58,400. So I hope you guys were able to get that one Saturday right there. My primary broker is closed over the weekend, so I had to open that trade in a small account just to get into it. It's pulled back a little bit since the entry, but that can be expected after a big wide candle like this one happens. And of course it's operating on weekend volumes as well, so it may whip around a bit. I'll reevaluate this when my primary broker opens this afternoon, and I may add to this position. I've currently got the Euro Swiss franc trailing stop holding right here at 110.18, locking in 123 pips. I did that because of this consolidation right here. I knew this would take me out if I kept trailing the stops with the PSAR. So holding right here, waiting for this to come up and hit the PSAR and knock it back down underneath the candle. Once it does that, I will continue trailing stops once again here. Same story here on the US dollar Swissy. Trailing stop is holding at 91.99. We've got 147 pips locked in on this one. As soon as this hits the PSAR and moves it back down here, this consolidation should be broken at that point, and I'll continue trailing stops on this. So Netflix triggered a sell right here on March 4th. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last week. It barely hit the first target right down here by about 50 cents. On March 8th, I got half profit and moved the stop on the second half to break even right here, which it hit the very next day. So I'm done with Netflix for now, but we got a 0.67% account gain on this trade. So that goes in the W column. Just a heads up on the Aussie Kiwi right here. It is attacking the top of the ascending triangle. So it's possible this thing may trigger this week. And that's all the active trades for today. Let's take a look at today's trade picks. Today we're looking at a bull flag on the California power company PG&E Corp, perhaps also known as Pacific Gas and Electric. It trades on the New York Stock Exchange with the symbol PCG. Just to be sure we're all together on this, a bull flag consists of an incoming trend like this one here, and then a descending parallel price channel like this. A bull flag is a bullish consolidation, so I will only take a buy trigger on this. And the pattern is confirmed by a decline in volume and volatility right down here. I measure the volatility using the average true range, or ATR. And here's our trade plan. We're going to buy a daily candle close above the bull flag. On the breaking candle, to enter a full-size position, we want this volume bar to reach all the way up to this volume average right here. If it doesn't reach the average but does reach at least 75% of the average, I'll open a half-size position to reduce risk. You can calculate that percentage by taking this volume number, dividing it by this volume average. Your results should be 0.75 or higher. If it's not that, I would stand aside on this. Stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR. First target is 1 times the ATR. So this thing breaks and just ahead of the close, you set up your buy order right here. You look down here at the ATR, multiply that by 1.5, and that will be the distance down here for your stop loss. 1 ATR will be the distance for your first target. If after entering the trade we get a candle that closes back inside the flag, we'll take the loss right then and not wait for it to hit the stop loss. A breakout of the pattern should be explosive and hit our target fairly quickly. If not, and the momentum goes away, we want to shut the trade down without taking a full stop if possible. When the price hits our first target, we'll close half the position for profit and set the stop loss to break even on the remainder. We'll then follow stops as price moves in our direction until the market takes us out. I will only risk about 2% of my account on each trade. And that's today's setup on PG&E Corp. For the next setup today, we're revisiting the trading range on the Euro Swedish krona. The volume and volatility have continued to decline after we got in and out of this on this day. So I've expanded the range out here to 10-1890 and down to 10-0090. Just to be sure everyone's with us on this, the trading range is a consolidation with a strong support level like this one at 10-0090 and a strong resistance level like this one at 10-1890. Price just sort of bangs back and forth between these levels until it eventually explodes out of the range in one direction or the other. I'll take a break of a trading range in either direction. And as a nice confirmation of the consolidation, we have a decline in volume and volatility right down here. Volatility is the amount of daily movement of the price, and I measure it with the average true range, or ATR. And here's the trade plan. We will buy a daily candle close above the range, or above 10-1890, or we will sell a daily candle close below the range, or below 10-0090. I won't bore you with the whole spiel again. The management details are always the same. If there's at least average volume, enter a full-size position. If there's only 75% volume, enter a half-size position. Otherwise, stand aside. The stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and the first target is 1 times the ATR. If you get a candle close back in the range, after you enter the position, close the position and take the loss. Get half off for profit when it hits the first target and move the stop to break even on the remainder. Maximum 2% risk on this trade, and that is today's setup on the Euro Swedish krona. Okay, guys, you know how I manage these trades. You do you, okay? Make sure you understand what you're comfortable with and you trade it that way. And to help me keep a handle on the psychological side of trading, I use my trading maxims. A maxim is a general truth, fundamental principle, rule of conduct, or proverbial saying. You guys know the deal. Use whatever tools you need to help you maintain discipline, because discipline and consistency in everything are paramount. And today, Tim's trading maxim number 74. Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. And that's a quote from the great Winston Churchill. Yes, that is what it takes to be successful as a trader. You have to be willing to recover immediately from a loss and move on to the next setup without hesitation. Losers happen. That's part of our job. Don't miss a huge winner because you were bummed out by a loser. Remember our PG&E Corp trade plan for today. We're going to buy a daily candle close above the bull flag. And our Euro Swedish krona trade plan for today, we're going to buy a daily candle close above the range or above 10-1890, or we'll sell a daily candle close below the range or below 10-0090. For both trades, take a full-size position if you've got average volume or better, half-size if you've got 75% average volume or better. Your stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR, and your first target is 1 ATR. Okay, now's the time I get to show you the Comcast alerts. So named because I like calm and quiet, and you can make cash on these trades and still maintain your calm. I'm going to cheat a little bit today and show you guys the setup screen from the desktop version of the app. You can see that the app users got early notification of the trade setups from this video right here, and these are last Monday's setups right here, and right in the middle here are 5 additional bonus setups that I shared with the Comcasters last week. I'm going to cheat a little bit. like I said, and click through them so you guys can pause the video and check them out. So that's your bonus for this week. If I'm not mistaken, all of these setups are still valid and haven't triggered yet. The first one is the pound Kiwi. Then you can click right over here to get a full-size chart of the setup. The next one is the US dollar South African rand. And right here is the full screen setup. Then here's good old McDonald's. I'm about to go get me a biscuit from McDonald's. It's Sunday morning, what can I say? And here is Johnson & Johnson, full screen. I want to point something out. Friday's candle came up here and broke above the bull flag, but it did it on just abysmal volume down here. So I did not take the trade. And I commented about that in the chat. Like I said, that's what I really like about this Comcast Alerts app, because it allows me to tell you guys stuff like that. Here's the chat. Let's see. Right here you can see my comment. No trade on J&J. It's closed above the flag, but the volume is abysmal. I also commented about Bitcoin attacking the 58,400 level. That was on Saturday. And again on Saturday I posted the PG&E trade and the Euro Swedish krona right here. And I also announced my half-size buy on Bitcoin just before the market closed. And lastly, out of these, Nike. And this is the setup on Nike. So if you guys want to copy those down, you can pause the video and get the details of the trade. You guys already know what the trade management is, so. Okay, this app is available for iPhone, Android, and your desktop browser. The one we're looking at right here is the desktop browser version. The other one has all the same information. It's just phone screen size. If you think you might be interested in being a Comcasher, you can click the link in the description below for more details. And that is it for today's video, guys. Come back Wednesday for the next installment of the Trading Education Series. This time we'll look at another trend following strategy. Be here Friday for my strategy of the week, and next Monday for my trade picks. My videos come out at 3 p.m. New York time, barring unforeseen circumstances. Don't hesitate to ask any questions you may have. Remember, the only stupid question is the unasked one. If this video helped you, click the like below, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified of our videos in the future. Have a great week. I will see you on Wednesday.